thanks to Allah for the moon and the stars.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته متابعين Better Life. Welcome Better Life to the channel, and today inshallah we will talk about the supply chain management. In the previous video we have spoke about what exactly is supply chain management is, and we spoke about the things related to supply chain management such as customer satisfaction, improving performance, lowering costs, products, development. Please, in this video, try to subscribe and share it to your friends so they all can get the benefits, inshallah. Today, inshallah, in this video, we will talk about the very important topic, which is the key terms that are related to supply chain management. In order to understand fully supply chain management, you have to know the key terms. So sometimes purchasing, procurement, materials management, legacies, and supply chain management are used interchangeable. These essential activities are how organizations obtain and deliver materials. They related not only to a company's cost reduction strategies, but also to its return in capital investments, which called the ROCI. So for an organization to operate at optimum efficiencies, supply chain and procurements need to be clearly defined activities. So this model will cover
Give thanks to Allah for the moon and the stars. Praise Him all day for what is and what was. Take hold of your iman, don't give in to shaitan. Oh, you who believe, please give thanks to Allah.
Locating a supplier, buying, negotiating, and ensuring delivery. But on the other hand, procurement is a much broader term that includes purchasing. So it is also includes storing, transportation, receiving, inspection incoming materials from supplier, and salvaging items. So proactive procurement is a process reflected in 5 outputs. So what are these 5 outputs? First of all is the quality. Second is the cost. Third is the time. Number 4 is the technology. And number 5, it's also very important, which called the continuity of the supply. Now we will go to the second key term related to supply chain management, which called the upstream and downstream. Maybe something new to you guys, what is the upstream and downstream? But now we will define what is the upstream and the downstream. The upstream and downstream is flow of goods or services, and finance is what links companies in a supply chain together. The term upstream and downstream essentially represent the dynamics of a supply chain. So information can also be included in the upstream and downstream flow of supply chain. Upstream relationships are those involving a company's supplier, and on the other hand, downstream relationships are those involving clients or customers. So an ultimate supply chain is the sum of all the companies involved in the upstream and downstream flow, from the initial suppliers to the end customer. The third key term related to supply chain management is raw materials. Raw materials are the basic goods of resources used to manufacture products. For example, crude oil is used to make plastic. Iron is used to make steel. And sometimes you might see the term commodities, which used instead of raw materials. So commodities are the basic goods that can be sold or exchanged for other commodities. So commodities are often sold in large market like the New York Stock Exchange. And the example of commodities is included resources such as crude oil or sugar or gold. So these are the terms of the raw materials. The fourth key related to supply chain management is forecasting, which is very important. Forecasting is the use of historical data to predict future trends. Firms use forecasting of customer demand to drive the manufacture of goods as well as the acquisitions of raw materials. If a supply chain makes in-depth forecasting regards to raw materials, they can plan options to ensure those raw materials are acquired at a reasonable cost. Forecasting also improves the sharing of incoming and of resource downstream and make a schedule and inventory management more efficient. So forecasting can be either quantitative or qualitative. The number 5 of key terms for the related to supply chain management is called carrying cost. Carrying cost refers to total cost of holding or possessing an item's inventory. So carrying cost includes the following. It includes the handling changes. Also, it includes the storage and facilities fees. And also it includes the cost of equipment used to inventory, as well as the labors. Also, it includes the operating cost, insurance, shrinkage or breakage, taxes, and obsolescence. So investment cost will be the last one. So the cost to carrying is something a supply chain firm can calculate it annually. The calculation for annual carrying costs are carrying costs per year, which equal the average inventory value times the inventory carrying cost as a percentage of inventory value. And in order to get the inventory or average inventory value, you have to calculate the average inventory in units times the material unit cost. I wish you understand the key terms related to supply chain management. And again, I would require you, please share and subscribe the videos, then others can benefit from this video. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep this offered for the sake of Him alone, and wish you benefit from this video, and don't forget to share and subscribe to your friends. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Give thanks to Allah for the moon and the stars. Praise Him all day for what is and what was. Take hold of your iman, don't give in to shaitan. Oh, you who believe, please give thanks to Allah. Allah